from National Institute of Diabetes and Endocrinology, Dow University of Health Sciences. Again, I welcome you all on today's lecture, which is from one of the modules of the endocrine course. And let's begin the program with Tilawat-e-Quran. Dr. Hassan, please, I request you to start with your tilawat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो निहायत रहम और रहीम है, रहम करने वाला और रहीम है। जब अल्लाह की मदद आ जाए और फतह नसीब हो जाए, और ए नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम तुम देख लो कि लोग फौज दर फौज अल्लाह के दीन में दाखिल हो रहे हैं, तो अपने रब की हम्द के साथ उसकी तस्बीह करो और उससे मग़फ़िरत की दुआ मांगो, बेशक वो बड़ा तौबा कबूल करने वाला है। सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम।
Jazakallah, Dr. Hassan. So let me review the whole course once again. It's a 3 months course with total 13 lectures, and likewise we have 13 CME credit hours. And whoever wants to, attain the course certificate should join these lectures individually, should get registered or for each lecture individually to earn the credit. I would like to thank my director, Professor Dr. Akhtar Ali Baloch, and all my respected faculty for supporting me and to themselves for, organizing this course. And of course, I would like to thank Barrett Hodgson, without whom this program would not have been possible. Now I would like to, introduce today's speaker. She's assistant professor endocrinology from Aga Khan University Hospital. She's basically Diplomat American Board of Internal Medicine as well as endocrinology. Dr. Sara Nadeem is also the director of Center for Best Clinical Practice in Aga Khan University, and she's also chair of the Dean's Women Faculty Forum. There are many more credits to her to, announce here, but without much delay, I would like to, I would like to proceed with the program. And before I hand over the, the session to Dr. Sara, let me launch the questions, pre-lecture questions. Hope you can see them on your screen now. And I will just quickly go through them in 5 minutes because we are already a little behind the schedule and we have to start with the lecture. So question 1 is, in which year FDA approved the first CGM device, continuous glucose monitoring device? Option 1 is 1987. Option 2 is 1900. Option C is 1999. Option D is 2000. And option E is 2010. Moving on to the next question, which of the following does not match the expected benefits of the CGM device? Option A1 is again HbA1c improvement. Option 2 is absolute reduction of hypoglycemia overall. Option 3 is reduced blood glucose variability. Option 4 is quality of life, and option 5 is insight of the patient on behavioral changes to achieve glycemic control. Then the third question, a 17-year-old woman with newly diagnosed type 1 diabetes is planning to go abroad for higher studies. Which of the following is a practical challenge for her to adhere to good glycemic control? So option A is change in living circumstances. Option B is change in eating options. Option C is sudden variation in sleep-awake cycle. Option D is availability of current insulin regime, and option E is all of the above. So moving on to the question number 4. 16-year-old boy, type 1 diabetes, admitted to the hospital with recurrent episodes of DKA over 1 year. He admits taking insulin Lantus and Epidural religiously as prescribed by the physician. What is the important step now in preventing further episode of DKA? That is diabetic ketoacidosis. So option A is review his SMBG chart and assess glycemic control. Option B is counsel his family regarding adherence to insulin therapy. Option C is refer to psychiatrist for underlying depressive disorder or diabetes distress. Option D is change in his current insulin regime to premix type. Option E is educate about newer technologies for diabetes control. And then the last question we have is question number 5, that is an 18-year-old girl with type 1 diabetes since 5 years of age has come with complaint of weight gain. She is apprehensive about managing diabetes control as well as her body image. So how can you help her? Option A is to advise continue insulin treatment as this is more important. Option B is educate about lifestyle management and weight reduction. Option C is ask her to use insulin pump and CGM device for best diabetes control. Now option D is refer to psychiatrist for body image disorders. And option E is review her insulin requirement and reduce the dose of insulin for weight reduction. So hopefully many of the participants, I can see they are now opting out for various answers. And we are at 3:34 minutes. So I'll wait for 1 more minute and then I'll end the polling. So I can see a good number of participants are, taking part in this activity. "24 of the participants have opted. That's very good. So we'll try to review these questions at the end of the lecture again so as to know your understanding. And now I'm going to end the poll. And okay. Over to you, Dr. Sara. Welcome, first of all. Over to you now.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity and thank you so much for the kind introduction. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here and present about diabetes care. So today's topic is actually a little different, and I will not be going over specific like medications, diagnosis, and so forth. But it's more of the social aspect as well as some understanding of technology when we are dealing with management of patients who have diabetes and who are in the younger generation. Let me just make this slideshow version. Let me know if the screen is showing up now.
Yes, we can see your screen.
There we go. Thank you. And I'll take questions in the end. Okay. So, as I said, it's going to be a little different. Today, it will not be a typical lecture where I go through how we diagnose diabetes, how we treat it. That all of that is being done or discussed. And you know that Dr. Zain has been very, good about picking topics in a different manner so that this module is teaching you different angles and aspects of diseases so that you can add on to your knowledge. So what we will discuss is diabetes management in young adults with respect to what technology is available. Particularly, I'll talk about CGM and how we can use our skills to engage our patients, involve our patients in the management. What I will not discuss is कि ये diagnosis है diabetes type 1 का type 2 का ये medications है उसके लिए आपके पास book chapters भी हैं और बहुत teaching आपकी already हुई. So First, let's start with how do we define young adults, right? Young adults is defined as 18 to 22 or 18 to 25. I've seen that that's just a general kind of the defined cutoff, but in Pakistan, sometimes you see people living much older with their parents and so forth. And later adulthood can be defined up until 30s. Below the age of 18, management is done by pediatric endocrinologists. I'm not a trained pediatric endocrinologist, so I have not included them. But some aspects you can take in your practice if you are taking care of children, especially if they're in the 14 to 18 group. Some of this will apply to them as well.
Sorry, Dr. Sarah, can you speak a bit louder?
Louder?
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move the mic. Is it better?
Yes, I think it's better now. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Sorry. Okay, so the young adult generation, first you need to know, right? If you're treating somebody, I always tell my fellows that if you're treating a diabetic, right? ये नहीं सोचेंगे सब diabetics एक जैसे होंगे, ठीक है? Even though सब type 1 भी एक जैसे नहीं होंगे, सब type 2 भी एक जैसे नहीं होंगे. Each person has their own unique challenges and outlook, right? So the most important aspect is technology, right? Technology is a part of the life. The young adult generation who are under 30 now have grown up with technology, right? Since they were children. They have increased access to information. ये नहीं होता कि किसी encyclopedia में जाके निकालना. You can Google it and find information. Important is that it doesn't have to be correct information, but they will find information, right? And it's our job to direct them. And then there is quick access, right? They want answers quickly. They want solutions quickly as well. So this is important to keep in mind. अगर आप किसी का same इलाज करें जो कि एक much older generation से है, उसकी needs different है, younger generation की diabetic needs different. So we'll start with technology. That's one of my favorite topics, which I do research and teach on. So self-monitoring of blood glucose is the key of any kind of diabetes management. There's type 1 diabetes and there's type 2 diabetes, right? Type 1 diabetes is usually diagnosed in the younger age group, but can be diagnosed up until 30s as well. Type 2 diabetes is usually diagnosed in an older age group, but in obese or overweight people can be diagnosed younger. दोनों का लेकिन मेन स्टे ऑफ हमारी मैनेजमेंट का है. पहली चीज है इंफॉर्मेशन गैदरिंग एंड सेल्फ मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ ब्लड ग्लूकोज, जिसको कुछ लोग रेफ्लो कहते हैं, ग्लूकोमीटर टेस्टिंग, सब जो है दैट्स वन की एलिमेंट. किसी भी डायबिटीज में मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ ब्लड शुगर इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स. कितना फ्रीक्वेंट वो डिपेंड करता है टाइप 1 टाइप 2 और व्हाटएवर, बट मॉनिटरिंग इज की. So I'll take you back through the history. Diabetes, as you may know, was diagnosed first by Egyptian scientists. So there's a lot of actually Muslim cultural heritage here. 1500 BC. And then 600 BC, scientists noted that certain urine really attracted ants because it has sugar in it, right? It was glucosuria hota tha. So they identified that some people's urine really attracts ants and some doesn't. Then in the Middle Ages, the earliest documented diagnosis of the disease by Chinese, Indian, and Egyptian scientists were done, in which they tested urine by tasting it for a sweet, distinctive taste. Then we come to the newer generations. 1965, the first glucose checking strip was identified. उसके अंदर क्या होता था? Large drop of blood is placed. After 60 seconds, wait करना होता था 1 minute, फिर उसको धोना होता था, फिर उसके color को compare करना करता था. Just like you guys have urine DR, right? When you look at the blood, sugar charts. This first glucose meter was used in the 1970s with dextrose sticks, but its precision and accuracy was poor. By the mid-70s, the concept of patients using blood glucose data at home was considered. 1980, the first glucometer dextrometer was launched in the public, and this had a digital display. So it hasn't been that long since our sugar checking technology has actually even come from a glucometer to now. Self-monitoring then became the standard of care, especially for patients with type 1 diabetes in the 1980s. And this was also because we were able to do the Diabetes Control and Complications Trial, DCCT trial, which answered the long debate that microvascular complications are related to better glycemic control. And then that technology gradually kept improving, Lancets kept improving, the meters kept improving, and regularly SMBG or self-monitored glucose was recommended for all patients who were receiving insulin and many who were not, right? So there are type 2 diabetics who are also on insulin, type 1 to hote insulin pare, but many people who are on multiple agents may also require blood sugar checks. They may not require it daily, but they may require it a couple of times a week. Then अब आए सबसे लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी जो हमारे पास है, एंड थैंक गुडनेस अब पाकिस्तान में भी कंटिन्यूस ग्लूकोज मॉनिटर्स अवेलेबल हैं, बट इसकी भी हिस्ट्री पे जाते हैं. In 99 the first professional CGM was approved. CGM पहली टेक्नोलॉजी आई कि जिसमें आपको फिंगर स्टिक नहीं चेक करना, आपको या तो बेली पे लगाना है. ये फर्स्ट वाली जो था was a 3-day monitor. And then personal use के लिए it came later, which was a watch actually, but the watch caused a lot of sight irritation, so it was taken off the market. We don't have it now. 2004, the major company at that time looking at all of this technology was Medtronic. It introduced the Guardian real-time CGM system. Uska fayda ye tha, it could notify of potentially dangerous hypoglycemia or hypoglycemia. Then they released an integrated pump and sensor, jisko hum artificial pancreas kehte hain. When somebody says artificial pancreas, it's not the organ. What they're doing is that the pump delivers insulin through a tubing, and the sensor checks the glucose. So it's not fully automatic, but it's a step towards the artificial pancreas, jiske andar ultimately the doctor and the patient will not have to enter information. We're not completely there yet, but we're getting there slowly. Then another company introduced its first real-time CGM, which would continuously give information. But all of these by the FDA still required कि अगर आपने अपनी insulin की dose बदलनी on the basis of this, you can't. You have to check your blood sugars with your finger. So a lot of people were like, if I in the end have to use a glucometer, then why do I get the CGM? Gradually that problem was also solved, and then eventually we came to CGMs which did not require a finger stick testing. This is in 2016, as you can see. The Freestyle Libre for direct use by patients became available, in which the FDA approved that you can trust the CGM, and this CGM could be attached on the upper arm and you can adjust it. Both are factory calibrated, so they do not require any input from the glucometer. Then in 2017, the first closed loop device is available. Closed loop device का मतलब है कि जो the CGM and the pump, the insulin pump, were talking to each other through Bluetooth. Like if it fell low, if the blood sugar was low on the CGM, it would tell the pump, and the pump would stop delivering insulin. That's the closed loop system that we're talking about. And then the most latest is the second Freestyle Libre 2 app was approved. So abhi tak CGM jo tha, would needed another reader. Then now you can use it with an app. So I'll show you what is available in Pakistan. That's just the historical and international perspective. But हमारे पास क्या available है और हम कैसे use कर सकते हैं, right? So first to understand कि CGM के हिस्से क्या होते हैं, right? There's a monitor, receiver, a transmitter that connects into the sensor, and it sends the glucose information over Bluetooth to the monitor, and there's a sensor. Sensor आपका interstitial fluid में होता है. It will record the blood glucose, transmit it, and the receiver will receive it for your information. So this is a nice cartoon about it. Just say you can see the sensor, blood glucose hai, interstitial fluid glucose SG hai, transmitter hai, and then now the information can go to an app or it can go to a small reader. iPro is professional CGM. Devices are owned by healthcare professionals, and patients can be blinded or masked. So जब कोई CGM की बात करता है तो there is a professional version and a personal version. Professional is which is kept and held by the doctor, and usually उसकी information patient को नहीं जाती. Personal वाली goes to the patient directly. Now professional CGMs are actually going out of the market, so I won't spend a lot of time here. Personal CGM is the device owned by patient. Like I said, in Pakistan, we have an Abbott Libre device, which is now available since March of this year. It's real-time data. Alerts are possible. Patients are not blinded, can wear up to 14 days, and you can use with or without an insulin pump. Also, Medtronic company has its own Guardian sensor as well. So we have 2 CGMs available in the market now. Like I said, iPro Professional now off the market. Medtronic Guardian Connect standalone. मतलब अलग से CGM है. Glucometer की जगह, if you have patients who are checking their blood sugars 3, 4, 6, 10 times a day, आप उनकी जिंदगी का सोचें, it becomes really bothersome. वो कहीं बाहर निकले हुए हैं, उनको check करना है. If they have a CGM, then it makes the quality of life much easier. If it's out of the way, किसी को नजर नहीं आ रहा, उन्होंने sugar check करनी है, scan करेंगे, अपनी app पे देख लें, right? And it can also alert them for highs and lows. If they're younger people, it can actually send that information to care partners. मतलब हो सकता है कि उनकी parents ने या उनके स्कूल की टीचर के पास भी वो ऐप हो, उनकी अगर स्कूल नर्स है, और वो फिर देख सकती है कि फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम गिविंग अ टेस्ट, आई एम टाइप 1, मेरा एग्जाम चल रहा है और मेरी लो होने लगी है, उससे पहले मेरी अम्मी को भी अलर्ट मिल जाएगा और मेरी टीचर को. So that helps, right? So that they can prevent that. Then the Freestyle Libre reader, the reader and sensor. In Pakistan हमारे पास version 1 है, version 2 नहीं आया अभी तक. Version 1 में बस ये फर्क है कि इसमें reader है, a separate device which you have to use. If you have the sensor on, you scan it, you look at the blood sugar readings. The second model, it's only app. So let's talk about CGM benefits. मैंने बहुत सारा आपको detail उसकी बता दी है. It has been shown, and this is all scientific evidence, that there is HbA1c improvement in people who use CGM, both type 1 and type 2. Type 1 का data बहुत ज़्यादा strong है, लेकिन type 2 का data भी है, gradually आ रहा है. Less hypoglycemia overall and decreased incidence rate of severe hypoglycemia. ठीक है? Reduced blood glucose variability. Quality of life improves. जैसे कि मैंने बताया कि if they're going somewhere, they don't have to lug. कोई young है 19-20, आप कहीं गए हो, आपको CGM से बहुत एक फायदा होता है कि it doesn't stop you. It lets you live your life. Ability to fine-tune adjustments, insight to the patient, behavioral changes to achieve glycemic control. And this is a nice graphical depiction of how, both on the left you see two patients who have an A1C of 7%. ठीक है, अगर आपने सिर्फ HbA1c देखा, आपने देखा 7 है, आपने कहा बिल्कुल सही कंट्रोल है, कुछ नहीं बदलना. लेकिन अगर आपने CGM होगा तो आपने ये देखा कि जो टॉप वाला पेशेंट है उसका कंट्रोल कभी हाई है, कभी लो है, एवरेज अच्छी चल रही है, राइट? लेकिन जो नीचे वाला है उसकी एवरेज सेंटर में चल रही है. सो व्हेन वी डू ब्लड ग्लूकोज टेस्टिंग, जैसे राइट साइड पे है, वो छोटे छोटे पॉइंट्स पे हमें पता चलता है. हम पीक्स और लोज मिस कर सकते हैं अनलेस कि पेशेंट को सिम्टम्स हो. ठीक है, ठीक है. सो आई वांट यू टू टेक अवे फ्रॉम हियर, आज के इस लेक्चर से पहला हमारा ये सब्जेक्ट था, आगे हम और बातें करेंगे कि मैनेजमेंट ऑप्शंस जब आप यंग एडल्ट्स को दें तो उनको ऑफर करें कि यू हैव द ऑप्शन टू यूज SMBG, ग्लूकोमीटर एंड चार्ट. लेकिन पेपर चार्ट से हम आहिस्ता आहिस्ता हट जाए. 20-30 साल पहले कई लोगों को जो बड़े हैं उनको पेपर ही पसंद है, बट द यंगर जनरेशन से कि मुझे चार्ट की क्या जरूरत है, मेरे पास मैं अपने व्हाट्सएप पे और या अपने उस पे ऐप पे कर दूंगा. तो यू कैन एक्चुअली पॉइंट देम टू एप्स, फ्री एप्स दैट आर अवेलेबल, जो आपने फोन पे डाउनलोड कर सकते हो और उस पर आप चार्ट बना सकते हो. या इफ दे आर विलिंग एंड दे कैन अफोर्ड इट, आप कंटिन्यूअस ग्लूकोज मॉनिटरिंग डिवाइसेस दे सकते हो, स्पेशली एडोलेसेंस में. We're talking about type 1, but even for type 2 patients, because remember, if they want to go play, उन्होंने शाम को क्रिकेट खेलनी है, so weekend पे कहीं जाना है, आप उनसे कहो कि आपने चेक भी करना है, वो पूरी चीजें नहीं लेके जाएंगे. CGM बहुत डिस्क्रीट होता है. They can take it and then be safe also, कि lows और highs नहीं हो रहे. ठीक है. Now let's talk a little bit about the pump. And for the pump, I would request maybe down the road we can do a detailed session about insulin pump, because that is more than an hour lecture. तो उसकी मैं nitty-gritty में नहीं जाऊंगी. इंसुलिन पंप बेसिकली जब हम बात करते हैं क्या होता है, इट इज कंटिन्यूअस सबक्यूटेनियस इंसुलिन इन्फ्यूजन. जस्ट टू टच ऑन दिस सो दैट यू नो द टेक्नोलॉजी इज अवेलेबल, बट इन डिटेल वी कैन डू अ सेपरेट सेशन. मेनली फॉर टाइप 1 डायबिटीज पेशेंट्स, पंप का फायदा ये होता है कि इट मेक्स द लाइफ easier of the patient. They don't have to inject themselves multiple times. They insert the infusion वाली needle once and remove it every 3 days. उसके अंदर ट्यूबिंग होती है जो कि पंप से कनेक्ट करती है. पंप में इंसुलिन का रिजर्वोयर होता है and the insulin goes through the tubing subcutaneously all the time, right? That becomes their basin, and when they eat, they tell the pump we are eating this many carbs, or the pump will help them calculate if they are having a burger or whatever. And then the pump says, okay, if you're having this many carbs, you need to take, for example, 3 units. Do you want to take it? You say yes or no, and it gives that bolus without them having to inject again. ये main फायदे हैं. जो पाकिस्तान में pump available, it is with the tubing. So that's all I'm going to kind of talk about, right? And scientific evidence shows it gives increased flexibility. Most athletes, swimmers, cricket or other players use an insulin pump because वो आप सब 4 injections a day पे आप उस तरीके से tight control नहीं रख सकते. आपके highs और lows होंगे. The quality of life and less hypoglycemia as well. This is the pump, the only company for insulin pump that we have in Pakistan. Hopefully we will have more down the road, because I believe कि जितनी ज़्यादा होंगी उतनी हमारे patients को options मिलेंगी. And like I said, you consider it, know about it, and maybe another session to actually go through the nitty-gritty. So डायबिटीज मैनेजमेंट इन यंग एडल्ट्स विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टेक्नोलॉजी अवेलेबल, पेशेंट एंगेजमेंट। ठीक है, मैंने डायग्नोसिस मेडिकेशंस की बात नहीं की, वो मैंने कहा कि आपको पता है। अब हम थोड़ी थोड़ी केसेस के ऊपर जाएंगे। ठीक है, डॉक्टर Zareen, do you think I should take questions or go to the cases?
I think first let's discuss the cases and then we'll see questions उसी के बाद आ जाएं सारे।
ठीक है, ठीक है। तो टेक्नोलॉजी के बाद एंगेजमेंट की बात करेंगे और फिर केसेस और फिर क्वेश्चन। पेशेंट एंगेजमेंट से मेरी क्या मुराद है, राइट? When patients come to you, right? This is common. आप लोग अगर प्रैक्टिस करते हैं जनरल मेडिसिन में भी, एंडोक्राइन में भी, आप ये देखते हो पेशेंट आएगा कहेगा मैंने गूगल पे देखा है कि मुझे ये मसला है और ये तो लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी ये वाली है, डॉक्टर साहब आप ये क्यों नहीं दे रहे, राइट? सो इफ यू कम ऑफ एंड से कि जी डॉक्टर मैं हूँ और डॉक्टर आप नहीं है, वो आपसे भी नाराज हो जाएंगे और या नाराज नहीं भी होंगे तो सुनेंगे नहीं आपकी बात, राइट? सो माय प्रोसेस इज कि डोंट एलियनेट, उनको एंगेज करो। वो गूगल डॉक्टर बने हुए, उनको बोलो कि हाँ बिल्कुल आपको यू शुड फाइंड आउट इन्फॉर्मेशन, लेकिन लेट मी पॉइंट यू टू बेटर रिसोर्सेज। इन डायबिटीज दोज बेटर रिसोर्सेज देयर आर मल्टीपल, आई हैव लिस्टेड अ फ्यू। पाकिस्तान के अंदर देयर इज अ ग्रुप फॉर मीठी जिंदगी व्हिच इज फॉर टाइप 1 पेशेंट्स। मेयो क्लिनिक की वेबसाइट है, hormone.org है, JDRF है, lots of things. So don't just outright say कि नहीं जो आपको कुछ नहीं पता और ये चीजें हैं, and then engage them with reliable information. ठीक है, that way you will not lose your younger patients या patients who are into technology, into जो आजकल की generation है, आपको आगे लेकर उनको अपने साथ चलना है। इस तरह एप्स भी होती है, कार्ब काउंटिंग की, ग्लूकोज चार्टिंग की, रिमाइंडर्स की। सो कार्बोहाइड्रेट काउंटिंग अगर आपको कोई किसी को नहीं समझ में आ रही, ठीक है, there are now apps where they can actually scan and a picture of a food or pick a picture or pick a food and it tells you कि इसमें इतनी कार्ब्स है, अगर वो उस पर लिखे भी कि मैंने इसका आधा खाया है, राइट? एंड अल्लाह का ये शुक्र है कि आप पाकिस्तानी फूड कुजीन्स भी हैं, माई फिटनेस पैल की मैंने नीचे जो चीजें लिखी हुई है, माई शुगर में, इस तरह से। सो यू कैन डू दैट, यू डोंट हैव टू मतलब उस बंदे को इरिटेट आप पेशेंट को करते हैं कि आपने कार्ब काउंटिंग सीखी, आप टाइप 1 है, आपका कुछ नहीं हो सकता। नहीं हो सकता है, we will give them options. ग्लूकोज चार्टिंग आई ऑलरेडी सेट कि आप मीटर की एप्स होती हैं, वन टच की भी है एंड सो फॉर, जो पाकिस्तान में अवेलेबल है। एंड रिमाइंडर्स, इफ समबडी हैज इश्यूज विद कंप्लायंस तो आप उसे बोलें कि भाई अगर वो लैंटस पे है, रात को भूल जाते, रिमाइंडर, ठीक है? सो दोज आर सिंपल थिंग्स यू कैन एक्चुअली एंगेज विद देम। So our first case, 19-year-old woman with type 1 diabetes, diagnosed at age 4. So she's had it for most of her life, presents to the endocrine clinic accompanied by her parents. Parents complain about her eating habits, compliance in checking blood sugars. Patient is quiet and uninterested appearing. Engage नहीं कर रहा, उसके parents बात कर रहे हैं. HbA1c 8% है, no decay since diagnosis, no hospitalization. What is the first thing that's going on in my head? One thing is, the patient does not seem interested, right? It's a chronic disease. She's had it for a long time. She's probably struggling with management, right? A1C भी poor control में, और parents जो है instead of being वो उसका ख्याल तो कर रहे हैं लेकिन आके उसकी complain कर रहे हैं, और तो उसमें she feels के I'm just going to be quiet and just listen. तो अगर मैं कुछ भी समझाऊंगी तो वो उसको she will not really follow through with it, right? I will not make a difference. And when I treat a patient, my job is not कि मैंने अपॉइंटमेंट का टाइम पूरा कर दिया, my job is कि घर जाके इसकी इम्प्रूवमेंट होनी चाहिए, right? So a few things, speak to the patient directly. Sometimes आप कह सकते हो पेरेंट्स को कि बाहर आप स्टेप आउट कर दें, तभी से भी आप कह सकते हो कि just I'd like to talk. How can I help? If it is a person of the opposite gender, always have a chaperone with you. That's a good practice. आस्क करें कि पेशेंट क्या चाहता है। उसके पेरेंट्स तो कंप्लेन करें कंप्लायंस की और खाने की, लेकिन पेशेंट क्या चाहता है? हो सकता है पेशेंट ये कहे कि मैं थक गई हूँ, I am sick of the diabetes, that's why I don't care and I don't want to do it, right? And focus on that one or two things, and that might give you a window into her insight कि maybe she's depressed, chronic stress diabetes related है। तो मैं इस वक्त इसकी अगर इंसुलिन बहुत ज्यादा बदल भी दूंगी, ये स्ट्रेस पे हमें वर्क करना। engage a team, psychologist, psychiatrist if you need to, और अच्छी तरीके से acknowledge that, right? Then offer management. और एक चेंज आपको लगा A1C बढ़ी है, मे बी जस्ट एक चेंज, उसको बोलो कि चलो ठीक है अभी मैं कुछ इंसुलिन नहीं बदल रहे, जस्ट स्टार्ट चेकिंग वंस अ डे। आपने उससे कराना 4 या 6 टाइम्स है, लेकिन अगर आप उसे कर ही नहीं रही है, आप उससे पहले 1 से स्टार्ट करें। सीधा उसको आप बोल दें आपको पंप और CGM स्टार्ट करना है, वो भी गलत है, राइट? पेशेंट इज ऑलरेडी ओवरवेल्म्ड, यू नीड टू फर्स्ट बिल्ड अप दिस स्ट्रेंथ। Second case, a 22-year-old gentleman with type 2 diabetes, BMI 35, so overweight है, obese है, accompanied by father, फैमिली हिस्ट्री स्ट्रॉन्ग कार्डियोवैस्कुलर डिजीज है, उस पढ़ के आए हैं कि भाई मैंने पर्टिकुलर सप्लीमेंट पढ़ी है कि उससे मेरी डायबिटीज क्योर हो जाएगी, मैंने कोई दवाई नहीं लेनी बिकॉज मैं एडिक्ट हो जाऊंगा, मैं बहुत यंग हूँ, और बाकी घर वाले भी यही चाह रहे हैं। अब इधर अगर आप कहेंगे कि भाई देखिए आप बहुत हाई रिस्क है, फैमिली हिस्ट्री, ओबेसिटी, यू नीड टू चेंज थिंग्स without first engaging with his problem, right? You have to first focus कि patient किस लिए आया है, ठीक है? आपको पता है कि वो सबसे important बात नहीं कर रहा, लेकिन उसके लिए वो सबसे important बात है, उसको address करें. So counsel, explain what diabetes is, refer to reliable websites, one step at a time, and then आहिस्ता आहिस्ता करके आप उसको बताओगे कि आपने सप्लीमेंट लेनी है, पहले देख लो कि अगर हार्मफुल नहीं है तो कहो सप्लीमेंट भी लो, लेकिन ये मेडिसिन भी लेनी है. I'll work with you on that. Case 3, 25-year-old gentleman with type 1 diabetes admitted to the hospital, third episode है DKA की. 2 jobs काम करता है, Lantus और Humalog पर है, checks sugars 1 to 2 times a day. What is the next steps? You will adjust the insulin maybe slightly. किस तरीके से आप उसकी हेल्प कर सकते हो? Maybe he's trying to, maybe he can't afford Lantus and he tells you कि मैं actually Lantus हर दूसरे दिन लेता हूँ because मैं afford नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है? To understand करो, maybe उसको सस्ती इंसुलिन की जरूरत है, and that's not perfect in type 1, but if that's the thing that's going to work, you work with that. So understand, address challenges. Diabetic educator की जरूरत है, psychologist की जरूरत है, financial issues है, क्या है? Understand your patients. A lot of our older patients sometimes are not engaging like this, right? So this is an important topic. इसमें डाला है कि हमारी younger generation will talk about it if you give them the opportunity. So the way of practicing that maybe our seniors did 20 years ago, थोड़ा सा वो होता है कि as a I'm your doctor, this is what you have to do, may not work. It doesn't work. So we need to shift थोड़ी सी अपनी thinking for the younger generation. So to summarize, excuse me, we have diabetes technology that is available locally, which includes not just CGM pump but also apps, okay, which have desi food carb counting in there. Online local education resources available है. Patient से हमेशा connect करें. Ask what is their priority. Work as a team with the patient. ठीक है. And sometimes yes, in adolescents and young adults, you will 2-3 years वो शायद नहीं सुनेंगे बात. लेकिन अगर they feel कि this physician, this doctor actually did engage me, maybe 2-3 years after when they have थोड़े से mature हो जाए, they will come back. So think long term also. That's about it. Thank you. Dr. Zareen, I think just 3:40 almost. Right time.
Yes, thank you so much. You're right on time and very precise and to the point. I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you so much once again, Dr. Sara. Before moving on to the question answer session, I would like to just rerun the post lecture polling again because we have to see kitna learning we participants feel. So let me go through the post poll now. Okay, so the questions are the same and I'm not going to read them again. I'm just giving you all 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how quickly the participants will, participate in the polling. And then I will launch the results and I will discuss the questions, answers with you all as well. So I would encourage all the participants to kindly take part in the polling as quickly as possible. This is a repetition, so you must be now well aware of the answers as you've gone through the lecture. So some of the attendees are raising hands. I would encourage, please, if you have questions, type them on the question answer box, okay, so we can discuss them. And if you have any queries, you can always write them on the chat box. And one more thing, that do give us the feedback. Do fill out the feedback form, which Nasir Saab would have shared with you all. This helps in improving our lectures, our course design for the future, which inshallah we will do. And as Dr. Sara has already mentioned, she would be interested in discussing the insulin pumps and all those details associated. So a good option to engage her again. So I wonder if participants are attempting the questions, because I haven't seen any single, I mean, I don't know, people have not submitted probably.
Zareen, it says it's not showing up. Can't see poll again.
Oh, sorry.
Now
Oh,
we can
can you see now? I'm so sorry, I forgot to launch it. Okay, can you all see now? I think you can see all of you can see now. No question. Okay.
It's okay, madam. It's okay now.
Okay, now people can see, right? Okay. Okay. This is a repetition of the questions which I've already put up before, so shouldn't take much time. So I'll take 1 more minute now for you all to quickly just opt the answers so that I can discuss with you. Okay, 15 participants, 16, 17, good. We are having good collection of questions now. So many participants have already participated. I'm ending the poll now, and then we'll discuss the answers. First, let me share the results. Okay. So for the first question, the answer is option C. It's 1999, a good figure for you all to remember for your upcoming exams. And the answer for the second question is, so 33% have opted for option number B and 40% have opted for option number E. So I think this is actually one of the slides from Madam's lecture. So all of them are actually the benefits, except there is a change in the wording, which is quite tricky. Option number B is the right answer here because we don't expect absolute reduction of hypoglycemia from any kind of treatment strategy and, treatment medications or regimes. Remember, try to, assess the wordings and then look up for the for your choice of answer. Or then
this one also,
this one question number
मैंने भी
3.
गलत कर दिया था, Dr. Salim and I.
87% have opted for all of you. Yes, Dr. Sara, you want to say something?
Yeah, sorry, no, I was just kidding about the second wala, just the option, which even I kind of got a little confused with that myself. The absolute wording thi that kind of made the difference.
I had no choice of, developing the question, so I thought just twist some words. That's what I did. More complicating for a type 1 young adolescent. She may be, going through several emotional changes in her life as well. So of course, this is important. Then for question number 4, 27% have opted for option number A, and 33% participants have opted for option number E. So most of you think that this patient who is coming with recurrent episodes of DKA should be educated about the newer technologies for diabetes control. And would that make a difference in the next happening of DKA or not? Do you all think that? Dr. Sara, would you like to throw some light on this? Because majority of the participants have moved towards the understanding that newer technology would prevent the happening of DKA in any case.
Right. Thank you for. So, you know, I think this is a very good question to ponder. Just because you have new technology doesn't mean agar patient ready nahi hai, right? So, ek jo maine case we discuss kiya tha, if the patient himself or herself is struggling with issues or with chronic disease ki fatigue, you throw more technology on them, they are not ready for it. So technology automatically नहीं fix कर देगी DKA को. अगर वो technology को भी अगर सही से use नहीं करेंगे, you have to first assess the patient. And आप लोगों ने ये सोचा कि शायद मैंने technology की बात की, तो हर patient पे you have to assess the patient, right? पहले patient से को assess करो, वो compliance उसकी हो पाएगी या नहीं. Technology is not the answer कि आप हर patient को technology दे दें, चाहे वो committed नहीं है, वो उसकी compliance बहुत poor है. आप पहले उसको engage करें. अगर वो depressed है, they are sick of their diabetes, they will not want to engage in new technology. So you have to give them that support system before you can. First step will always be the support system. Assess their readiness for it, then technology. Once they're ready.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much. So the correct answer here is actually referring to psychiatrists, at least some educators, some counseling session where you have to pinpoint the exact reason why. And you see the question is clearly stating that he admits taking the insulin religiously. These words should, you know, pick you that there is something wrong, there's something fishy. Okay. The last question now, and okay, 47% have opted for the right answer, and this was a bit easier as well, I think. So let's move. I'm now ending this post-lecture question session, and let's move on to the real questions which many of the participants have put up here. And one of them has been answered by Dr. Sara already. I'll just go through reading the questions so that everyone can listen. Do the CGM devices be used in MODY patient in spite of the fact that their sugar is being controlled on sulfonylureas? And Dr. Sara has already answered that yes, CGM can be used in MODY patient as well, as it's just another way to check the blood sugars. Is there
if
any,
I can add there, yes, yeah, if
yes,
I can
sure,
add
please.
there, that you know, if a patient is well controlled, MODY or otherwise type 2 diabetic on SIF glucophage, A1C is fine, under 7. They are checking their blood glucose as per the ADA recommendation, maybe never or maybe once a week. तो फिर CGM का इतना sense नहीं बनेगा ना, because it is a costly medicine. But usually in patients जहाँ पे 2-3 times से ज़्यादा check करें, then CGM becomes more worthwhile. Can you use it? Yes, you can. Anybody can use it, right? But uska cost effectiveness you can assess yourself.
Yes, thank you. So another question is that, is there any head-to-head trial between SMBG chart and CGM in terms of any macrovascular complications in type 1 diabetes? So any head-to-head trial between these two? Yeah.
So there's no head-to-head trial, जैसे DCCT या उस तरह का edict between SMBG and CGM in terms of micro or macrovascular complications. The head-to-head trials are mostly about hypoglycemia compliance and sustained improvement in diabetes control. I don't think anybody, मतलब जब we have already proven कि glycemic control improves है, वो SMBG से हो या CGM से हो. So they are just making that कि CGM is equivalent and maybe superior to SMBG. And then obviously the complications, so same ही होंगे, complication prevention.
Thank you so much for clarifying this. So of course, cost of the CGM पूछा गया है, but cost of CGM can always be found out through several other sources like websites and all that.
Website through the company is better. Yeah.
Yes. How insulin requirement changes around puberty? This is a question. Yes.
Good question. So insulin requirements do definitely change around puberty with the changing hormonal adjustment. And that's where, I don't see patients under the age of 18, but you can actually see some changes of puberty, especially for men as well, up until after 18. Usually insulin requirements in a type 1 will increase or change. In a woman, the menstrual cycles, you actually have to sometimes change their insulin regimen slightly, unka basal bolus, premenstrual, during menses, and after as well. So unme, for a type 1, sometimes in a type 1, the pump is a very good option because you can actually put in 2-3 basals, or एक option के regular दिनों के लिए, एक option जो 3-4 days prior. And I do have patients in whom they themselves will tell you, Dr. Sara, just before my period, my sugar start going really high. And then they become better. So you have to be adjusting that. So that's there.
This is a very important, this was actually a very important question, because this is where most of these patients come with, fluctuating sugars actually. And there's a similar type of question. So questions are almost over. There's one question in the chat box. They say that I have a young type 1 17-year-old patient who belongs to a very lower middle class family. He has a very fluctuating blood sugar, glucose levels, despite a good diet and disciplined lifestyle, and he's on basal bolus control. So we need your advice regarding this case.
So that's a challenging case, and like doctor said, coming from low middle class family, cost is prohibitive. I wish कि हम ऐसे world में हो कि जहाँ पे CGM की इतनी cost नहीं हो, ठीक है? It costs I think over 12,000 for one sensor. तो 2 weeks के लिए 12,000, अगर आपने 1 महीने में यूज करना है तो आपसे डबल कर ले. But the best treatment, अगर हम cost को एक side पे रखें, would be to get to know कि उनकी कितनी क्या blood sugars हैं frequent. अगर we can get 300 readings, which the CGM does in 24 hours, we'll get a whole picture, right? हमें जो fluctuations नजर आ रही हैं वो 4, 6, 10 दफा जब उन्होंने check किए. So an option there would be to use a professional CGM, right? Personal CGM afford नहीं कर सकते आप. Professional CGM, जैसे AKU also has it, and I'm sure other places. That's a one-time cost. They wear the CGM. They don't buy the CGM. उसका हम data download करके उसके साथ बैठ के बहुत अच्छी understanding हो जाती है कि इसकी sugars actually ये नहीं कि हफ्ते 2 हफ्ते में इस तरह से हैं, 2 बजे इस तरह से, 3 बजे इस तरह से, and the cost is obviously less. And data has shown that intermittent professional CGM also improves overall glycemic control and minimizes hypoglycemia. So that would be एक option जो कि मैं सोच सकती हूँ इनके लिए.
ठीक है. So yes, for उसी उन्होंने दोबारा वो fasting random भी mention किए, तो definitely you need a good pattern भाई होता क्या है तब जाके उसको address किया जा सकता है. So I think that is all. I guess we have completed all questions, and so now I would like to take comments from my professor. Sir, are you there? My worthy professor, Dr. Akhtar Ali Baloch, he is the director of National Institute of Diabetes and Endocrinology. Sir, I would like to give your expert comments and also review and give some feedback to Dr. Sara as well regarding our course.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Hello.
Ji sir, walaikum assalam. Ji sir, we can hear you.
Yes. So many thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Sara Nadeem for sparing time, especially on Sunday, which is a holiday for us, and giving such a wonderful, excellent talk and managing diabetes in adolescents with the modern technologies. And I am sure it will improve our understanding, more understanding managing the diabetes in adolescents, and also will improve our practices. And I'm sure it will improve not only our practice, but also help all doctors who are attending this lecture for the exam as well. And I'm grateful to Bert Horson as well for the support and helping us to organize this online course for us and for our doctors who are taking their exams. And we are having very good, excellent teacher on every Sunday. Today we have Dr. Sara Nadeem, and I'm once again thankful to her for her very a informative and excellent talk about managing diabetes in adolescent. I'm also grateful to our faculty members, especially Dr. Zareen, who took the pen to organize the course. And I would like to once again humbly request to all the participants, please fill in the feedback form so we can improve. There's always room of improvement, so we can improve our this course to help you and also will help us as well to make it more fruitful. And thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. I really appreciate my faculty and my all Merit Hodgson for their kind support. And I'm so much thankful and grateful to Dr. Sara Nadeem, who took out her precious time during, during Sunday, and for teaching us, for letting us have an opportunity to get educated about newer technologies. I can see Dr. Umar is here. So Dr. Umar, would you like to say something? Dr. Umar, can you hear us? Dr. Umar is the Deputy Director of my institute. He is Assistant Professor. Dr. Umar, can you hear us?
Yes, I am here. You very excellent talk delivered by Dr. Sara on the latest advance in the management of diabetes, especially the technology that is GCM and insulin pump is concerned. Though we are facing the poor patient, it's very difficult for us to prescribe our patient. But though we have also the patient who can afford, especially the type 1 diabetic patient or patient on the over in adolescence age, where we need more tighter control. So I think this talk will help our postgraduate student as well as a fellow, not only in their exam, but also in their professional life. So I am very thankful to Dr. Zareen, our worthy director, Dr. Akhtar Ali Baloch, and more thankful to the sponsor, Merit Hodgson Pharmaceutical, who have arranged this very important program for our student, for every medical personnel. It will help all of us. Thank you very much, Dr. Zareen.
Thank you, Dr. Umar. Dr. Hassan, would you like to say something? आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? कोई comments, Dr. Hassan?
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much, Dr. Zareen, Dr. Sara Nadeem. It was a really pleasure listening to you. और मेरे ख्याल से ये CGM हमारे लिए अच्छा खासा challenge है, because the kind of population that we are actually seeing in our clinics, I mean, they have such a big financial issues, and I think everyday time we are. इसीलिए मैंने ये सवाल put up किया था कि मेरे पास जो 17 years old young boy है with type 1 diabetes, he is struggling with his diabetes. Recently diagnosed about a couple of months ago with DKA. So इसको अब मैं सोच रहा हूँ किस तरह से हम CGM अरेंज करें इसके लिए, या किस तरह से हम इसके लिए ग्लूकोज मॉनिटरिंग करें इसकी, कि इसकी जो ग्लूकोज वेरिएबिलिटी है इसको हम ओवरकम कर सकें, बिकॉज ही इज अ यंग ग्रोइंग अप चाइल्ड, यंग मैन. अभी ये हाल ही में उसने मुझसे कल कहा क्लिनिक में कि डॉक्टर हसन देखें मेरी टमी निकल रही है. तो बिकॉज ऑफ 3 times insulin injection that he's injecting, he is facing weight gain now. So he was a thin, lean young boy. अब ये सारे इश्यूज हैं, पता है, इसीलिए मैंने ये सवाल किया था. एंड आई थिंक डॉक्टर सारा नदीम ने बहुत सारी चीजें एलेबरेट की. इसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज टेक्नोलॉजी थी. आई डोंट नो इफ आई कैन मैनेज टेक्नोलॉजी विद दिस यंग मैन. बहरहाल दिस चैलेंज विल रिमेन टू अस in everyday life, and I again thank you, Dr. Sara Nadeem and Dr. Zareen and Professor Akhtar Ali Baloch and everyone who has done this great job today. Thank you once again. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, Dr. Hassan. I think I would take this opportunity to request my worthy professor, who is the director and who is putting so much effort in our institute already with regards to, helping the poor patients, providing some, arranging funds for them. So I think, sir, we can also do some efforts regarding this CGM device for our outpatients. As Dr. Hassan is facing this challenge, and so am I, and so I'm sure other faculty as well. We should have 1 or 2 devices sponsored or, donated, and then, I mean, some sort of, arrangement should be made. That's why I think Dr. Sara's lecture is very important for all of us today, especially for my own institute, I think, and for all the fellow attendees who are here and, who have, I'm sure, have learned a lot about the newer aspects of diabetes management today. With that, I would say very much thank you to all the participants, all the attendees, all my faculty members, especially Dr. Sara. We hope to engage you once again in future. Thank you so much. I think that's all for today, and that's the end of our session. See you all. Allah Hafiz. See you again next week. Allah Hafiz.